What's up everybody, I'm Brian from I Want Tesla, and today I'm going over the top 25 accessories I've added to this Model 3. Well, actually there's probably more than 25, but there's only 25 I can remember right now. I'm sure I'll remember some more as I go over them with you. I'm gonna show you everything I've done to this, and yes, of course, it is for sale. That's one of the reasons for this video. But also, if you have a Model 3 and you'd like to customize your vehicle, this is gonna get some ideas and things you want to do to your Model 3. Let's start off with the camouflage elephant in the room, that wrap. Some people like it, some people don't. The people that don't seem to tell me all the time, I actually like it, and most people that have seen it in person like it more in person than they do on the pictures. The wrap is the same wrap that I've had on it before is the front half. It's that Satin Psychedelic by 3M. I took off the stripes and added this camouflage, this green, black, and light gray. Along with that, I've added some accents that are reflective, just to change it up a little bit, to have some fun with the car. And if you're interested in buying my car, I'm going to take that wrap off for you if you want me to go back to the factory white, because the back of it is the stock color, or I can leave it on for you. Gives you a little bit added protection by the time you get it home. You know, some people aren't gonna wanna take off a wrap or not gonna want that wrap. What I'm gonna offer also to the person that wants to buy my car, if you want me to wrap the car a different color, I will, at cost of the wrap. The material for a full wrap on this car is probably about $500 to $700. You buy the material and I'll wrap it for free. In a video, of course. I gotta show it on a video. And I've learned a lot from wrapping. All right, some of the other features. I have, the windows are tinted. Every single window on this car is tinted. Of course, the sides are tinted legally. I think it's 31. I have both pieces. This is a one piece. This is all done a ceramic coating from Expel. It's a leading tint in the industry. They do a wrap for your front of your car, also your window tint. I also have the windshield tinted as well. It's a clear, there's no tint to it, but this along with all the other tint really makes a difference in sound. And I get a lot of flack from that from people, but it's true. As soon as you get the windows tinted, it makes the car even quieter. Many of you know that I teamed up with Handshow to bring you the powered frunk and the powered trunk. These things are absolutely amazing. I love how these work. The trunk is really nice. This is one of the newest add-ons that I've done to the Model 3, and it's really nice. And you can push this button to close it. I do have the carpet with this frunk organizer as well. But you can push this button to close it. You can hit the button on the app, or you can just pull down and it will do the rest of the way for you. That is really cool. Along with the back, there's a button that's added to the vehicle here, and it just makes this a whole lot easier. You can also, with this one, you can use the screen to open and close it. They don't do that for the frunk for safety reasons. The next thing is the stock wheels. I do have the stock wheels. I do have the center caps for these as well, or the hub caps I should say. I've added these center caps, which some people like, some people don't. I think they look kind of cool. Again, they look better in person. But with these, I also have wheel spacers right in there, 15 millimeters and 20 millimeters on the back. Just look at the stance on this. It looks so much more aggressive with the wheel spacers than it does with stock. The stock looks like they're set in so much, and this looks so much better. They're still flush with the wheel well, so they're not gonna stick out like you have training wheels, but amazing. This is not a performance, but I do have my calipers painted. I painted those on a video, and also, of course, you can see the I1 Tesla instead of just regular Tesla. If you just want just Tesla on there, you just have to remove the I1. But I forgot, I also do have some sticker saying Tesla on the well of the wheel, along with brand new tread. I have some Goodyear tires front and back. They're gonna last a long time. Also, behind the wheels on the front, I do have steel braided brake lines. What that does, if you ever take the car to the track or you're in a very hot climate, that heat can build up in those brakes. Even though you don't use your brakes much on the road, that heat can build up and pass through those into the brake fluid and heat that brake fluid up. What happens when that brake fluid heats up, the regular hose will get hot and expand easily, and that's when you get mushy brakes. The steel braided lines from Mountain Pass Performance stops that, because the steel braiding keeps everything tight together, and then you have full stopping power all the time. No matter how hard you mash the brake, you're gonna be able to stop. As you can tell, my car is a little lower than normal. I have the T-Sport line springs. It's 7/8 of an inch lower than the factory one. It is just replacing the springs, and it's the same exact height as the Performance Model 3s have. It just makes it look so much better with those wheel spacers. It's amazing. And the ride is really good. It's not too stiff, but it's great on the track. Great for the turns. Also making this car look very aggressive is this front splitter by Teslarati. Fully carbon fiber, hand built in California. This is a great addition, making this car look very tough. It's not any lower than the factory car height, but it just takes away that front coming up and levels it out. So basically what it's doing is cutting air from going underneath the car, which is going to give you better grip on the track, but it just looks amazing, looks very aggressive, and I love it. I do have a rear spoiler as well from T-Sport line. This is a full carbon fiber piece from them. I had wrapped in the front of the car. You can see how the front of the car does in the sunlight. That's actually really cool. But I do have it off from doing the wrap on the back of the car. I took this off to do that camouflage, and I just never put it back on, because if I have to take this off again to wrap it fully for somebody, or if I have to wrap the car or unwrap the car completely, it's better just to take this off. Also on that front splitter, I do have that product Slip Low up underneath the front of there, because when you do scrape, because it's lowered and it sticks out a little bit more, you will eventually scrape on something. This will protect the car from, or protect that front splitter from scraping from underneath something. But these actually helped quite a bit, because in California there's some big ridges going into driveway. So very awesome product. On the back of the car, I do have the Tesla letters. I took off the T and I put Tesla across the back. That is from Abstract Ocean. The bumper is going to the body shop next week. Well, the whole car is really. When I went out to LA, I documented the whole thing, but as soon as I got to LA, someone rear-ended me going like 5 miles an hour. I have video of the whole thing. She was going really slow. I'll put it in right here. But all she did was scratch the bumper, and her license plate was put on imprinted backwards. Really just the paint scuffed off. So I've actually buffed out the paint, but there's just a line there. I found a Tesla approved body shop in Hickory, North Carolina here, that they are going to take off the back bumper, test all the sensors, make sure there's no damage to the car, and then touch up and paint that rear bumper. It wasn't enough damage to replace the whole bumper. Not that I know of yet. It's going tomorrow there. So the back bumper is going to be freshly painted, which is good, because I did scratch a piece. So before we move on to the inside, because that was everything on the outside that I can remember, except for, I just remembered on the side mirrors, I do have carbon fiber mirror caps. Those are from, I can't remember who they're from. I got them from a friend, but they're real carbon fiber that matches the spoiler and matches the front splitter. I do like those. I just forget about them because I've had them for a while. A lot of these things I've had for quite a while. The car is obviously a Tesla Model 3. It's a 2018 Tesla Model 3. It has right around 37,000 miles on it. I got it March 31st of 2018, so almost 2 years. So that's when your warranty would start from the date of purchase. So the factory warranty is 8 years, 120,000 miles on the powertrain and the battery. So the motor, the batteries, all that's covered up until that time, starting from that date. All the power equipment, all the power windows and things like that, the power seats, those are covered for 4 years, 50,000 miles. Starting from March 31st, 2018. So there's quite a bit of warranty left on the vehicle. Since it is an early vehicle, the VIN number is 11,880. This has enhanced autopilot. I did not purchase full self-driving on this car. Enhanced autopilot is everything that people have in full self-driving right now. I have every option available except for those pictures on the dash that are really just distracting. All those things are doing is just showing you what the computer sees. And of course I have the 2.5 hardware. You can purchase for $4 grand, you can purchase the full self-driving and they'll upgrade the computer for you. But I didn't really see a necessary need for it. I mean, I've driven quite a bit. I took a 5,000 mile trip over to LA from Charlotte, North Carolina to go to the Cybertruck event, and it worked perfectly. There's no need in my eyes for full self-driving. And in fact, I'm not actually getting it for the Model Y. So enhanced autopilot is totally different than the free autopilot that's available now. I have Navigate on Autopilot, I have Summon, I have every feature available as of today. Along with that, this has the premium sound, and it has basically the premium package where you have the internet. You don't have to pay monthly for the internet like I'm going to have to on the Model X and on the Model Y when after that first year of use. Probably the coolest thing I've ever done and the most gutsy thing I've ever done is the ski pass-through in the back seat. This is what you see from the trunk. Let me show you from the inside. Now when you go to the store and you have to pick up a 2x4 or a broom or anything like that with a long handle, and you have 2 kids in car seats, you can still fit the item through the hole there, and you have 8 feet up until that screen. So plenty of space, and you can fit a lot of stuff in here. There's only, I think, 3 of us in the world that have this done, and you could be one of them. One of the most noticeable features is this screen is tilted toward me. Matt from Tech Forum made a mount that tips the screen to you and drops it down 1.5 inches, I believe, or 1.25 inches. And this is actually amazing. I've had this on for quite a while now, and in fact I got in my buddy Stefan's car because we put his automatic trunk in his car the other day. His was flat and normal, and it was totally weird being in his car versus having the screen tipped to me. Now I have this pivoted all the way to me as far as it can go, but it can adjust and go back a portion of the way or whatever you'd like. But really cool. I really like this. Matt did a great job. I also have the wireless charging mat from Jada Wireless. This is an amazing mat, of course, wireless charging. A lot of things have that, but you can wirelessly charge from landscape mode. And this is the smaller iPhone, but you can do this in the larger phones, and it works really well. Really good product. Inside the center console here, I have the buttons for the sounds that I have on the car. I do have it unplugged right now. This is where I added a bunch of sounds to that circuit board there, and you can add more if you'd like to, but there's the Roadrunner, things like that. Kids absolutely love this. I changed out the USB ports where I have an extension that fits on the side of the panel over here. So you can hide a USB drive so you can have Sentry Mode hidden from people, hidden from prying eyes. I have my Sentry Mode hooked up to a SSD hard drive, 120 gig SSD, which works perfectly for me. And of course the car will be cleaned out. If someone buys it, I'll clean the car out, of course. Up on the dash here, I wrapped the wood dash in the same material as on the outside. It's that satin psychedelic color. Underneath that is the wood dash that I had stained. One of my original videos, really, I had the car for a month before I took off the dash and sanded it down and stained it a walnut color and put a clear finish over top of that. That is sitting underneath that, and that's one I forgot about too. It's been a while. Oh, also on the screen, I do have a matte screen protector, tempered glass matte screen protector from Abstract Ocean. There's only a few companies that actually make it curved to fit this angle, and Abstract Ocean is one of them. And this is really nice because on one of my trips to Florida, my son hit something up here, chipped the glass, but not the glass of the screen, but the glass of the screen protector, and I was able to replace that easily. I have some all-weather floor mats from EV Tuning. These are really nice deep sidewalls, so you can fit a lot of snow in here or whatever there is. Again, I do need to clean this. I should have cleaned it. Also from EV Tuning, I use their spray that they have for the Hepa filters. I do have the Hepa filters in this. I replaced the cabin air filters with the Hepa filters, but I also use the spray to get rid of that mold smell. If a lot of Model 3s have that mold smell, well, this one doesn't, because I was able to use that can of spray and it cleans it out completely, gets rid of the smell, and with the software update, it makes it so that it doesn't come back. If you still have that smell, check out EV Tuning for their spray and the Hepa filters. Also in the back seats, I do have the door latches that I came up with, the pull tabs for the rear seats. There's no physical way to get out of the back seat if the power is cut. Yes, Elon did say that there was redundant power to those back doors, but if you're in that bad of an accident where you need something like that, it's always better to have that security. So there are straps in the cup holders of those doors, and it's a nice safety feature to have. Another insurance policy. Can't really show it to you right now, but I do have some ambient lighting underneath, because this does have the ambient lighting package, part of the premium package in the Model 3. I have some purple lights up front by your footwells. It's a nice color that won't affect your eyes at nighttime. It gives off a nice color inside the car. And one thing I hesitated, I'm not going to show you where it's at, I hesitated to show you, is I do have a traction control switch, an on-off switch. A lot of you guys know that this is one of the cars that we went drifting on the track with, and the way to do that, well, I'm not going to tell you how to do that, but I do have a button that turns off traction control. If you'd like to have a little fun with the car, I mean, you can use it, you don't need it. I can take it out if you don't want it, but this does have a way to turn off traction control. My car is up to date. It connects to Wi-Fi. I do have the garage door openers on this. Like, that's what the new cars don't have. You have to pay extra for that, but this does have the garage door opener. It has Autopilot. It has Navigate on Autopilot. Just to prove it to you, I'll show you Autopilot. It has Navigate on Autopilot and Summon. And for right now, we are up to date. Just checking for software update, but we are up to date at 4.1. So if you're still watching this video, that means you possibly might be interested in buying my car. Here's some of the details I'm gonna go over with you. Everything I showed you comes with the car. Unless you don't want that on there, we can negotiate those prices, but I'll take off the wrap or I'll wrap it for you. If you'd like the stock height, I can put the stock springs back on, or you get those plus the stock springs. If you don't want the wings on there, I can take those off as well. But there's not too many things I can take off. I can't take the brake paint off. You're wondering what the price is, because I named off a lot of things there, and there's $5,600 worth of accessories on that vehicle. I pulled up Kelley Blue Book on the Model 3, and trade-in value is $34,000 to $35,000. I actually typed it into Vroom. Vroom is who I sold my last car to, my Model S to. I put it in there in stock. They were telling me $34,500, I think the number was. Kelley Blue Book private party is $37,000 to $39,000. Now, I do have quite a bit of things on there, so I want to be fair to you and fair to me, and I'm pricing the car at $41,500 with all those features on there. Now, this is a southern car. I'm in North Carolina. The weather's beautiful here. I'm not by the ocean or anything, so there's no salt water or anything like that. It is a southern car. Never really been in snow. I think I've been in slush once in a while, but we get one day a year of snow, and I think it's been in that one day maybe. Another thing I would do for you is, doesn't matter where you're at in the United States, continental United States, I will deliver the car to you. You pay for my flight home, and I'll deliver it anywhere you are. Even if you're in Washington State, I'll drive there, and that would be a fun drive. I enjoyed driving out west to LA, and I think it'd be fun to do that again. Or you're more than welcome to come out here and pick up the car here and sign the wall, do whatever. It's a great opportunity for someone to get into a Model 3 with a lot of features, a lot of customizations to it. These cars are holding their value quite well. Again, $41,500, and it's yours. Let me know. Don't leave a comment down below. My email will be the first link down below. Let me know if you're interested, and we can talk. Thank you for watching. This has been a long video, kind of a commercial for my car, but also going over some of the features of my car. There's a lot of things I've done to it. Just by showing you this, I know there's over 25 accessories on that car, but with that, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. And buy my car. I'll wrap it, I'll deliver it. What more do you want? You want Box Boy too? You don't have to keep the name Bob, but you can change it whatever you'd like. See ya. Have a great day.